Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode here on the channel. It's good to see you guys again today. How are you? This channel and my second channel has been dedicated to just unearthing video games, talking about video games, looking at my collection, and just seeing any hidden gems, any good stuff that I love. I love collecting video games, and on top of that, I'm also a huge fan of SpongeBob, the little yellow square. I love that dude. So a lot of the times it actually kind of intertwines with each other. There's a lot of overlap there. SpongeBob and video games, they'll coincide a bit, so that lets me sink my teeth into that as well. But it's not just SpongeBob video games. I have a whole bunch of SpongeBob stuff just lying around. I do primarily try to collect video game stuff, but I will dig into my nostalgia, put it on display just to preserve these items and talk about them, display them. I love talking about stuff, fun stuff, nostalgic stuff from my childhood, and it doesn't get any more nostalgic than SpongeBob SquarePants. So instead of actually just showing video games today, I would like to show some of SpongeBob's video games and other SpongeBob things inside my collection. I got a lot of cool stuff. Stick around towards the end to see all the really awesome stuff that I have. Let's dive right into it because I only got like 6 minutes of recording time. I guess the best place to start off with is I do own the complete season set of SpongeBob, 1 through 12. 13 isn't out yet, but I am missing 3. I don't know where it went. I looked everywhere for it. I'm not that worried. I know it'll pop up eventually, but yeah, I mean, you know, it doesn't hurt to have all the DVDs. You can probably just watch them all on Paramount Plus anyways, but yeah, I mean, it's a little prideful fact that I have, you know, it's nice, it's nice. And I also have the movie and the second movie, not the third one, not out yet. And for some reason, I own SpongeBob Pest from the West, which I guess is cool. And I also own the holiday collection of the, you know, the stop motion stuff. Just because these are my favorite to watch every single year with my sister. We watch them every Christmas and Halloween. They're great. But if DVDs aren't really your thing, and I don't blame you, there's also the SpongeBob comic books. So this is actually the hardcover one, the treasure chest trove. So yeah, it's got 2 beautiful sides and it slides out. And it's super good. I absolutely love the SpongeBob comics. They can tend to go up for the more pricier side. The Treasure Chest Trove one is really good. It even comes with the first edition SpongeBob comic, which they can tend to get a little more on the pricey side. Yeah, a lot of the like first, second, third, 10th comics can go up from anywhere from $20 to $30. But I do highly suggest getting this one, the Treasure Trove one. It's super cool. It's got all sorts of comics inside it that deal with like the dictatorships for some reason, and even a Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy one that like kind of treats it like its own Batman versus Superman kind of thing. You know, old comics of that style, which is super cool. So yeah, I love the comic book stuff. There's even like advertisements inside it that SpongeBob has like cut out. It's really creative. I think it's super fun. And then besides those, that big one, I also have this one right here. Even the free comic book ones can get a little more pricey. And this is the only other one I own, which is, you know, just a drawing. It's nice, it's fine. And then way back in the day, I got this. It's the SpongeBob comic puzzle prank book magazine. Yeah, I mean, I'm very surprised I still own it. It's got a few comics in it, whatnot, but this thing is old all the way. But yeah, I mean, I definitely love it. It's interesting, but yeah, I mean, you really don't need it. It's a fun part of my history. I used to read this all the time. Alright, comics are cool, but cards, that's where it's at. Yeah, I own a few SpongeBob trading cards. I have no idea about their rarity, but they are really cool. I look at them all the time, and I think they're super fun and awesome. But here, yeah, you know, I think this was a promotion for Friend or Foe, Lost in Time. Yeah, I mean, they're alright. I don't have a whole lot of them, but they're interesting. There were a few that came in cereal boxes as well, which I also kind of enjoy, but I mean, you know, it's just like a hunk of cardboard. But yeah, I mean, they're nice. They got a little bit of trivia on the back. I think there was a sweepstakes that you can win if you turn some of the codes in. Yeah, very interesting. I also have a few of like, I mean, they're not rare, but you know, I have them just to say that I have them. The, you know, Dave and Buster's cards. that you would find the little like coin pushing machines. I am trying to collect all of them at the moment, but so far all I have is Pearl and Patrick. And the Patrick one is interesting because there's two different designs of him. There's one of him zoomed out and one of him zoomed in. So they must have reprinted this at some point. But yeah, I mean, it goes over their favorite sports or talents or whatever. Whatever. Okay, cool. Great. Thank you. So yeah, trading cards fun, right? But what's also fun are board games. Yeah, I mean, there's quite a few out there, and I have a small collection of them, including What Do You Meme? Which is a little SpongeBob game that's, yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool, right? So the whole concept of this is that you get a caption or a meme. There's actually some really good ones in here. And yeah, you just stick a card down that has to do with that meme. So yeah, a bunch of people will just grab a card, place it down, and call it good, you know, which is, it's really nice. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in here. I can see a whole lot of people having fun with this. I have yet to play with anyone, but I mean, yeah, I'm glad it's part of my collection. It's pretty novel, right? I could actually see myself enjoying this. I got Bourbon SpongeBob game. This whole thing's supposed to look like a pineapple. It's kind of like hot potato. I don't know, kind of weird. He makes noise. That's it. I don't know. I mean, I probably won't have any fun with this, to be completely honest. That's why I'm not taking them out of the box. Staying in the box. Staying right here. But yeah, I mean, this is kind of a new product, so like, alright, okay, cool. Oh, that's barbaric. Oh my god. Yeah, Hangman's a classic, but introducing SpongeBob? That's kind of weird. Oh, we're just gonna hang this boy? I don't feel comfortable doing that. This was my childhood here. Why would I hang him? That's horrific. It's a SpongeBob puzzle. And not only is it a SpongeBob puzzle, it's a 3D SpongeBob puzzle. So yeah, you assemble this guy, and then afterwards you got yourself a nice little bouncy ball that you can play with. But this one's actually the one I'm the most excited about. Yeah, Plankton Rising. Yeah, this one actually looks so good, I had to kind of get it. It's an 8-player game. Unfortunately, I wasn't really able to figure out how the game played. I would love to try to learn it someday, but it's just like, it looked really confusing to me. I accidentally like flipped the bots upside down anyways, but yeah, I think one day I'll try to learn this game and I'll try to play it on the show because it looks so fun. Like, just look how fun that looks. So yeah, I want to play this. I want to play this one day, but for now, I'm just gonna, it's a nice display, so. SpongeBob cereal. I actually planned on eating this with my bud Will. He's coming up this year, sometime this year, so I'm still planning on doing it. I actually ordered this on Amazon because I couldn't find it anywhere. I looked in like 5 different stores and I could not find the cereal. I'm like, dang, there's no way I can eat it. So I ordered it for like $12, and then my girlfriend comes home with another box. It's actually over there, and she's like, hey, I got this for you. I'm like, where'd you find that? She's like, Cars. I'm like, dang it, I always forget to look at Cars. So just, you know, as right now, I imagine it's a little stale. It's been opened. So let's eat a little. Get ourselves a little handful here while we're on screen. It's stale. It's a little stale. It's good. It's like exactly like Lucky Charms. I should grab my big spoon, but I mean, you know, we'll do that later. It's actually, look, there's like SpongeBob's pineapple right there. I don't know if you can see it. There's SpongeBob right there. He's got the little brown pants, and there's Patrick here somewhere. There he is. These marshmallows actually look like really good, like what they're supposed to look like. That's fun. I love it. What are you drinking there, Hayden? That was really not worth it. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure why I brought this. It's just a mug. I've had it ever since I was a kid. It came with like a pack of hot chocolate, and there was 2 mugs here. Now I only have the 1 for some reason, but I mean, alright, kind of cool. But the one I'm really proud of is actually Long, Bold, and Brash. I actually painted this with my girlfriend, and she did like all the words up there. It says Long, Bold, and Brash. It's got Squidward as a loser on it, and it's got Bold and Brash, obviously. There's a chip here, which really sucks, and I also like painted like that one Squidward that Patrick drew, which is really fun. Unfortunately, this guy is kind of breaking. He's like forming cracks everywhere, and within a week of having him, I chipped him already, which really sucks. So I don't drink as often out of this as I'd like to, but you know, I love that I have him. So yeah, now that he's on video, he'll be here for a good while to come. Speaking of Long, Bold, and Brash, I know I've showed this off before, but my bud got me this for Christmas, and I love him so much. Look how cool he is. Yeah, so I keep this hanged up and, you know, displayed. He's one of my favorite little things. I love him. I love him so much. I also have this. My girlfriend gave it to me. Not a real plant. Not real, unfortunately. The little SpongeBob sticking his head out there. Yeah, super fun. I love this guy. Just a little miscellaneous thing that my girlfriend got me. SpongeBob books. Sure, I guess I own them. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why I still have these. I had them as a kid. Whenever my teacher or someone was like, hey, you should read a book or something, I'd just pull out one of these guys. Yeah, I mean, I like them. I don't know why I still have them, but you know, they're here and I own them. Don't know why I still need them. They're here, they're here. Alright, well, I feel like it's time that I took you to the dark side of collecting SpongeBob stuff. The toys. Yeah, so there was a lot of different ones here that came in like different presentation, like the Lost in Time ones. SpongeBob was just wearing a different costume in every single like different place. You know, there's a wide variety here. To my surprise, Australia, we got Britain. Yeah, so they just gave SpongeBob a bunch of different costumes, which is like harmless. That's alright, that's fun, right? And then they kind of did the same thing with the Atlantis Square Panis, right? So the reason why you can tell these guys apart is that they would hold a little sheet of paper. And on this sheet of paper, if you got this wet, it would reveal a secret code. So yeah, you collect them all, and then you can like complete the code. I actually have no idea what the code is, but some of these guys have different things going on with them. Like this guy has a little drawer, and this guy will creepily move his eyes. Yeah, hate that, right? Zoom in on that. Get in on that boy. Look at him. He's alive. I hate it. I freaking hate it. And I mean, there's another one that like glowed in the dark, which he's all dirty now, but this one was my favorite. So yeah, kind of cool. I enjoyed them for what they were. So, I mean, you know, this guy is one of the first, I think. So yeah, this one was a Burger King one. One of the first for like the first season. And they would actually come with a little piece of paper, and on those paper you would like hold it up to the light and it would reveal a code. Super cool. But yeah, this guy just kind of spins, right? That's fun. And he also like comes apart, which is weird. Maybe I'll try to find the paper for you guys, but this is the only one in this series that I own. A lot of this stuff is from my childhood, so it's very interesting, like pulling them back up and showing them for everyone. These were the two that I had a lot of fun with as a kid. So there's this one, which is Plankton. This is from the movie series, and you would just wind him up and he would steal the crown. Alright, that's enough of that. And then there was also this one, which, I mean, it's completely ruined now. You can't even, like, play with it. But yeah, it's just SpongeBob, and he, like, dances inside this little aquarium when you press these buttons, but all the water's gone. So, I mean, yeah, this thing is over, this is years old now. What is it, 20? It's a 2004, so, I mean, this is, like, 16... 17 years old. It's old. This thing's old. And of course I have a few miscellaneous stuff. Like this one's broken. So as a kid I called this SpongeBob Broke Pants. And I would keep his like legs and arms inside his head. But he was originally like a bubble dispenser. So you'd like grab stuff and put his bubbles in there. And then, you know, these were like on top of my cake as a kid. So yeah, kind of cool I guess. I had a lot of fun with these as a kid. And I guess there's just a bunch of miscellaneous things as well, like, I don't know, this guy, Karate Chops, Mr. Krabs, who, you know, does that, I guess. Patrick, who's got like some missing stuff at the end of his feet. I don't know what that's all about. Got golf. Small, tidy-whitey SpongeBob, a water dispenser guy. I'm sure we found in a cereal box somewhere. Yeah, I'm sure he like squirts out water. And then last is this guy. He's a pencil. Like you put him on the end of a pencil. Actually, I have a eraser stuck in there. And his hair, if you were to warm it up, it changes color. So yeah, it's like now a lighter blue, I guess. Lighter blue. Okay, you ready for something on the creepier side? He's really scuffed up. He's got like paint marks and he must have scraped up against everything. He's got dust on it. I'm sure the plague is also on him. I haven't tested this guy out in years. I haven't changed the battery. So let's actually turn him on. Oh, he works. Weird. So he giggles. So the whole idea behind this is you're supposed... Stop. Yeah, you're supposed to squeeze him. And his eyes pop out. His eyes pop out and he... Stop! SpongeBob, shut up!
Wow! Let me get a good look at you. I'm ready!
Pain?
Aye, Captain. I can see your skeleton. What have I done to deserve this?
I got more miscellaneous things like a Squidward that like kind of like a mighty bean. I got a squishy SpongeBob. He squishes. I got Lego SpongeBob. He's a rare minifigure with a Krabby Patty in his hands. Yeah, I really want some of the Lego SpongeBob stuff, but they're very expensive. They're very expensive. Like, by God! Last things I'll show off, I guess, are the SpongeBob SquarePants, like, scratch and sniff stuff. So yeah, I own a lot of these. I almost own them all. The only person that I'm missing is King Jellyfish. But yeah, they're just a bunch of SpongeBob series stuff, and they smell weird. They come in these like little boxes. Only missing King Jellyfish, and I have no idea where my Bubble Bass is gone. I did have him at one point. I'm sure I'll find him when I'm taking closer looks at these guys. But yeah, I mean, they're interesting. Alright, that's the last of the toys. Last of the toys, but not last of the, like, stuffed animals. Alright, so these are just little plushie toys. Yeah, alright, so this one's easy. This one's simple. This is probably the newest one. There's this guy. His arms are way too high up on him. Yeah, I mean, weird. I've owned this thing forever. My dad actually won this for me in a claw machine game, which was awesome. His neck is broken. This isn't the first time I've shown him. He's got stains all over him. He's really gross. We got Patrick. Yeah, alright, so that one's fun. This one's interesting. I don't know if he still works, but yeah, he's actually, like, he speaks. Let's see if we can turn him on real fast. He is on. He doesn't work. That's probably for the best. He looks really weird. I'm not curious enough to put some batteries in here. I got another thing, but if you want to get to it, it's we're gonna have to make our way down to the crawl space. Here we go. Oh, I always hate going down here. Where is he? Oh, there he is, just as creepy as I freaking left him. Oh, this guy. Freaking huge. I don't know where I got this. I really don't. It just showed up in my collection one day. Look, he just like... I hate him. I hate everything about this. Is just probably my least favorite one. But he's huge and disturbing, and I don't know how I feel about him. I hate... yeah. I ordered this for the SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated review. I haven't done that review yet, so this is just part of my collection. I own it. I was actually SpongeBob like 5 years for Halloween when I was that big. This is new. This isn't that old costume. This one's a big boy SpongeBob thing. I got it for a joke, okay? And now that I have it, I don't know what to do with it. So it's here. Haven't even done the joke yet. Whatever, I'm not wearing this for the whole thing. You probably know me better for my SpongeBob video game reviews anyways, and I have shown that off in my SpongeBob SquarePants video game tier list, but I didn't really give you guys a huge close look, and yeah, so I'm primarily a video game collector, so yeah, there's a lot of overlap there. I'll give you guys a brief little look here. Here are all the ones that I could think to find. I guess I'll kind of show you them in a set based off of what console they're on. So like, I'll show them off, but I think I'll show it behind the camera when I'm doing all that. So here I have all the Game Boy Advance games. Pretty sure all of them. There are a few that are like this that I still want to get my hands on, where they're a pack of 2 different games. There's still a few of those out there, so I'm still hoping to find those guys. But these are all pretty much all the standalone SpongeBob games, and we have a few that are with him and his friends. Volcano Island, I know I own it, but it's up there, and I don't want to try to swim through all of that to try to find it. So these are pretty much all of them, besides a few of these packs where he shares a game with another character, but I own them all. I'm also trying to find all of the little instruction booklets here, including the boxes. I'll find them one day, but I'm starting with just the cartridges at the moment, and then I'll move on to the boxes and the pamphlets and whatnot. Oh, and before I forgot, I did find this guy as well, so yeah. I own this one as well for the Game Boy. SpongeBob didn't have much of a life on the Game Boy Color, but he did have one game, and he was in another. His biggest appearance is on the Game Boy Advance, but yeah, he was on this system, and I did a review on both of these games. If you guys want to check that out, feel free to. Not a very good game, but I still love it. It's still one of my favorites. So again, I own all the games, but across different platforms. So the GameCube is my favorite platform, but I don't have a whole lot of SpongeBob games for the GameCube, which is a shame. I'm really gonna have to solve that one of these days. But yeah, I got at least 4 healthy ones here. 2 of just his standalone titles, and 2 of him with his friends. Now, I believe I own all of them on PS2. Oh, I guess besides Atlantis Square Panis. I even own a few doubles just in case they get damaged. But yeah, I mean, all of these guys are a little bit damaged. Like this guy, he's seen better days. Definitely this one, that one. So yeah, I own most of them, but most of them for the PlayStation 2. And I also own a few of him on his, with him and his friends. So Nicktoons Moving, Volcano Island, Nicktoons Attack of the Toy Bots. I own Nicktoons Unite on the PlayStation 2, but I don't have it in case, so that's a bit of a problem that I'm hoping to fix one of these days. I got a bunch of SpongeBob games for the Wii. There was a lot during this generation. I even own him and his friends on the Wii, which they stopped doing Nicktoons and they just went straight for SpongeBob and Nicktoons, which is what they did in Europe due to legal reasons, but I guess in the States here, they just decided to say screw it and just use the European name as well, which very interesting. Just really goes to show you how popular SpongeBob was during that era. The Wii U had a total of 1 SpongeBob game on it, SpongeBob Plankton's Atomic Revenge. That one was decent. I own 1 Spots game, that's SpongeBob. Surprisingly, this is a great console. I should own more games for this console, but I don't. And Spots 360 was a little better. Yeah, he had a few more Spots SpongeBob games, but none of them were really all that good, to be completely honest. So I do own them all. They're just across a bunch of different consoles, but I would like to own each one for each console. I don't think I have a complete collection in here. I own them all for the DS, except I don't have the case for the Yellow Avenger, which is really sad. But yeah, most of these I played. These 2 I haven't really touched, same with that one. But these I played a lot as a kid, including him with his friends. I played a lot of these 2 as a kid, but I am missing the Volcano Island for the DS, which I think is the only SpongeBob game that I'm missing for the DS, so I almost own them all. I just need to get a case for that one and the Volcano Island one as well. I own Super Sponge, but I cannot find Nicktoons Racing. There he is, I found him. Yep. PS1 games, and I own every one that features him on the Switch so far. I know the Brawl one's coming out as well. And my bud got me this for Christmas and didn't realize I already owned it, which is perfectly fine because I accidentally destroyed this when doing the review. Oh, man, I did a huge old crack inside there. So now I have a new one to replace my old one because I destroyed it. So thank you, Will. Big preach, man. Big preach. And I guess all that's left are just the obscure ones. Like, I have a few edutainment ones, like SpongeBob Teaches Typing, which is very interesting. I have Smart Cycle, which is just this bike, and you play a SpongeBob game on it. I would love to do a review on this one day, but the bike's like $300, so we'll definitely see. There are a few handheld ones, like one for the Leapster, one for the Digi. I own the SpongeBob one as well. It's here hiding somewhere. This one is actually for the V-Flash, which is a weird little console. And there's also a SpongeBob game for the V-Smile as well, but I'm not digging that up from storage. But yeah, this one's for the V-Flash, which is interesting. And then there's also the console versions. This guy's still in box, which is great. I would like to get all the console games, including the obscure one. There's a Monkey Ball console game that I'd love to get my hands on, but I have no way to play console games at the moment. So, I believe these are all the SpongeBob games I own. There they all are, in all their glory, and there's still more to get. There is some SpongeBob overlap with video games, okay. Here we have a PlayStation 2 remote in the shape of Patrick's face. The X button is like one of those little flowers that you find in the sky of SpongeBob. You have to jab out Patrick's eyes in order to play, and there's a Nickelodeon thing as the you know, the D-pad. And unfortunately, this is kind of breaking. My wires are kind of like getting loose out of there, so I try not to use this thing anymore. It's just more of a display piece. And there's even this. So there was a Patrick variant and a SpongeBob variant, and it was also on the GameCube. And these guys are actually a little more expensive now, which rocks. But also now I can't get the SpongeBob ones, so that sucks. But what about SpongeBob plug and plays? I mean, that's a thing. It's a controller, and it's of SpongeBob's face. SpongeBob's little nose, a little joystick. That is fun. I love it. So I actually own quite a bit of these. So this one is the Fried Cook Games one. Really scuffed up, but this is the one that I played the most as a kid. There is probably the one that is the most classic, the normal face one. There's a handful of good games in here, but it lacks the second button right here, the B button. Then this one is incredibly boring. It's actually like a coloring book game. Really bad. Really, really bad. And this one, I just straight up can't play. I don't know what's on here, but I would like to figure out one day. Dobby actually destroyed the joystick right here, which is fine because it didn't really work anyways. But yeah, I mean, it's fun. I like it. There are plenty other joystick games out there, more that I want to get my hands on, but those are the ones that I have. Now that we're done with all of this crazy mess here, we are going to look at some of my cooler things that I own in my collection. Now, all those were kind of pretty cool, but there are some that are a little closer to my heart, and we'll go over those guys real fast. First off, this might not look like a lot, but this is the SpongeBob SquarePants Game Boy Advance video. I absolutely love these things. I owned a bunch as a kid, and they were all super cool. I love them. I own exactly two, the first edition and the second edition. However, they got lost. I think someone actually stole them. I showed my friends them when I was actually around the age of 18, so maybe like 5 years ago. Way too old to be stealing this kind of stuff. But yeah, I showed my friend this, and then the next day I just couldn't find them, which was incredibly heartbreaking. Now, this wouldn't be too big of a deal. This wouldn't be so high up there, but I told my girlfriend this story, and she went out on eBay and found me an in-box game of this, which was just amazing. I love my girlfriend so much. As always, thank you for this gift. It was super amazing. I love you, babe. And these guys are just super cool. They're very compressed. Now I own both of the booklets for these. My original booklets as well. I didn't keep the box. But yeah, the booklets are just kind of showing you how they like what's on here, how they play, advertisements. Yeah, I mean they're kind of cool. But yeah, the video was super compressed. But I watch them all the time on the bus or on camping trips, and I still watch them on camping trips. Super cool. Love it so much. Staying on topic of the Game Boy Advance, I actually have this. It's a SpongeBob light. And this is very weird because I've never actually seen this guy. So I bought it in box, and I wanted to take it out of the box, but whenever I take something out of the box, I like to see what it's like when it's loose. And I could not find anything inbox or loose on this. It's so weird. It's got such a weird history or story to it. I haven't been able to find this loose or inbox. Every single time I try to look it up, I can't find it anywhere. So as far as I can tell, I don't know if this is really like rare. I don't know if it's rare, if it's not rare, but it's here. So I'm very excited to show it because yeah, I can't find it anywhere else. But yeah, I just recently bought this for like $9, which is super awesome. So the whole idea behind this guy, where is it? Oh, there he is. This little system is not backlit. So yeah, when you turn it on, I can't turn it on now because I don't have any batteries for it, but it won't light up. It's like a Game Boy Color screen. So a lot of the times they will make little lights in order to light up your little system down here. So yeah, there's a cardboard cutout. So you would put this on, that little bubble right there would light up, so you can see your game that you're playing, and SpongeBob would be playing with you, just like from up there. That's super cool. Yeah, I mean, super cool, super fun. Can't show it off because I don't want to take it out of the box. This last thing, I can't even show it to you inside the game room because it's so big. All right, are you ready? Here we go. That can't be right. That's unsavory. That's a mess. Look at that. Look at that. Can I zoom out? Is that as far zoomed out as it possibly can be? Zoom out and stand back. All right. I don't know if you see it. We got some sponge cheeks right there. Nudity. I don't much care for it. There it is. Yep. So if you're wondering how I got this, actually my sister worked at the movie theater for a while as this movie came out, and they were just gonna throw it away, and she's like, well, I have someone that might like it. This thing is huge! I can't put it anywhere, it won't even fit on— it might fit on this wall, actually. Yeah, that might be a perfect wall for it. Not saying I would, because my girlfriend probably wouldn't like that, not one bit. But yeah, this is super cool. This is one of my favorite things. Thank you, sis. I just have nowhere to hang it up. Okay, so I only have 2 items left, but before we get into the final 2 items, I just wanted to give an honorable mention to the SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated Fun Edition. I actually did a full unboxing on this channel a year ago, roughly. So if you guys want to watch that, this video is getting really long. I'm not going to open up that thing again because it's under just a bunch of stuff. So yeah, check out that video. There will be an eye in the corner. All right, so you might be thinking to yourself, what could possibly be in the final 2? Well, a lot of you guys have already seen this because it's on my desk every single day. It's one of my favorite things I own. This. It's a Funko Pop, but there's a signature on this. Quite a few of you guys know this already, but it says Sweet Victory, Tom Kenny, which is the voice actor of SpongeBob. For my 22nd birthday, my girlfriend was on the hunt for something really rare. No, this is for Christmas. Whatever. Alright, my girlfriend got me this for Christmas. She wanted to get me something really special that I would like, and she found this. SpongeBob SquarePants, Sweet Victory, Tom Kenny signed it. It's my favorite thing in the world. I absolutely love this thing. It's so amazing. These Funko Pops are getting up a little more in price, but yeah. She also found a Squidward and Patrick one. Couldn't buy it. I completely understood why. But yeah, I love this. I love this so much. So, a lot of you guys might be thinking, wow, Tom Kenny signed this. This is your favorite thing in the world. What is the last thing you're prepared to show us? Well, yeah, this is my favorite out of all of the stuff in my collection, but there is one thing that I think you guys might find a little cooler than this, so we're gonna hop right into that. I'm really excited. It just came in the other day, and that's the reason why I wanted to make this video, was for this last thing here. I've gone ahead and washed my hands ahead of time because I've been touching a lot of dusty stuff and eating cereal and whatnot. But here he is. This is a SpongeBob SquarePants animation cell. I love him. So if you guys don't know what animation cells are, basically in the original SpongeBob SquarePants Season 1, everything was hand-drawn, and they would do these little cell animations on top of these little things of I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of see-through-ish, but they would animate the character on that frame by frame by frame by frame. And I just so happen to have one of those frames right here. So this might actually be the only time I'll actually take this out of this frame because it's actually kind of getting scuffed up. SpongeBob is not looking really good. Look how dejected he looks like, right? Look at him. He's like, oh no, you bought me. Why would you do that? At SpongeBob, I was the one that threw away at least $100 bones on you. So maybe I should be the one that's a little more upset about the situation. Again, it's really cool. Just look at him. He's really upset. He's very sad. Okay, so I'm taking him out of the frame now. Probably not going to do this for a long while. But here we have the ticket of authenticity. Super cool. By Nickelodeon. So yeah, they would sell these little tickets of authenticity to show that you have the real product, not some guy that just made it off the side of the, you know, the way. Alright, so this is a background, and I don't know if this, I think this might have actually been printed, so this isn't the rare thing, but there's also like little colors down here. SpongeBob number 102, BG138. I don't know what that means, but I think this was actually that got printed off. Which is fine, because the thing that's actually rare is this guy right here. There's the animation, and he's got little numbers down there, 101, 92. Yeah, so there's SpongeBob. He looks really scuffed up, actually. Let's see if I can focus on him. SpongeBob? SpongeBob, there he is. Yeah, so he looks a little more on the scuffed up side, which is, you know, that's perfectly fine. And if you're curious on what he looks like from behind, it's a little more nightmarish. But yeah, look how amazing this is. I actually have no idea what episode this is from. I'm trying to be so careful with this. I do not want this to break. Like, that will be my nightmare. So to kind of show you what it looks like on top of the frame, because this will only be the time that I'll take it out, is he looks like that. So yeah, super cool. And also, here's the frame that Nickelodeon sent themselves. I'm in it. Wow, what a ride! I was not expecting this video to be this long. This is a very long video. This took forever to make. I probably have like an hour worth of footage here. I'm gonna have to cut it down somehow. But thank you guys so much for watching. Because it took so long, maybe consider liking or subscribing. That would help me out a ton. Now, if you want even more like collector videos like this, I believe one of my friends on YouTube, Nolan, made a video all about Ren and Stimpy and his Ren and Stimpy collection. So yeah, if you like Nicktoons stuff, you might enjoy that video. I'll leave a link in the description. Also, if you want more SpongeBob stuff from me, I have reviewed a bunch of SpongeBob's video games over the years. So yeah, if this is your first video, consider hitting that like button, subscribe, and watch some of my other SpongeBob videos that I have. I got a ton, and I'm not done making them. Not done whatsoever. Wow, I got a lot of editing to do, so I gotta cut this stuff down somehow. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was not the easy video I thought it was gonna be, but it's made, so that's all that matters. I'll see you guys in another video. Goodbye!